Have you ever wondered why some men effortlessly capture women's attention while others struggle despite their best efforts? The truth is, there's a profound disconnect between what most men think attracts women and what actually creates genuine attraction. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 evidence-based secrets that will fundamentally transform how women perceive you, and the results can be both immediate and lasting. What's fascinating is that these aren't complicated tactics requiring years of practice. They're subtle psychological shifts that you can implement starting right now. Let me be clear, this isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about authentic self-development and understanding female psychology on a deeper level. The secrets I'm sharing today have helped thousands of my clients transform their dating lives, and I'm confident they'll work for you too. The final secret especially might challenge everything you've previously believed about attraction, so stay with me until the end. Secret number 1. Master the paradox of presence. Most men make a critical error when interacting with women. They're either completely disengaged or overwhelmingly intense. Both extremes create discomfort. The sweet spot is what psychologists call attentive detachment, being fully present and engaged in the moment while maintaining healthy emotional boundaries. Here's how it works. When you're with a woman, put your phone away completely. Make consistent but not constant eye contact. Listen actively by occasionally paraphrasing what she said to confirm understanding. But, and this is crucial, avoid the common mistake of over-investing emotionally too quickly. Don't immediately text back within seconds every time. Don't cancel important plans just to see her. Don't shower her with excessive compliments before there's genuine connection. This balanced approach creates a fascinating psychological effect. Women are drawn to men who are attentive enough to make them feel valued but detached enough to maintain mystery and self-respect. One client of mine, Michael, implemented this single change and reported that women began describing him as magnetic within weeks. His attentive detachment created both emotional safety and exciting uncertainty, a powerfully attractive combination. Now, I want you to honestly assess your typical pattern. Do you tend to become emotionally overinvested too quickly, or do you perhaps maintain too much distance? Finding that middle ground might feel unnatural at first, but the results will speak for themselves. Secret number 2, cultivate conversational leadership. Here's a startling truth. Research consistently shows that the content of your conversation matters far less than how you guide it. Conversational leadership isn't about dominating discussions or performing monologues. It's about confidently directing the emotional energy of an interaction. Most men fall into one of 2 traps. Either they ask a series of interview-style questions that create no emotional momentum, or they talk endlessly about themselves, failing to create space for genuine connection. Both approaches signal insecurity. Instead, try this 3-step approach. First, ask an emotionally engaging question. Not what do you do for work, but what part of your work actually lights you up? Second, genuinely listen and identify emotional threads in her response. Third, share something related that builds on those emotions rather than changing the subject. This creates what psychologists call conversational threading, a natural back and forth that deepens connection while subtly demonstrating your social intelligence. A woman instantly notices when a man can comfortably lead conversation without forcing it. It signals confidence without arrogance, a rare and attractive quality. One caveat, this isn't about controlling the conversation, but rather about preventing the awkward stalls and starts that plague most interactions. When implemented correctly, she'll leave feeling heard and engaged without quite understanding why the conversation flowed so effortlessly. That effortless quality is precisely what creates memorability. Secret number 3, embody selective vulnerability. Conventional wisdom suggests that men should appear invulnerable, always projecting strength. Research tells a completely different story. Strategic vulnerability, carefully chosen moments of authentic openness, creates more powerful attraction than constant displays of strength ever could. The key word here is selective. Sharing insecurities indiscriminately signals neediness. Never sharing them signals emotional unavailability. Both extremes repel rather than attract. The optimal approach is what I call strength-backed vulnerability, occasional moments of genuine openness that come from a place of security rather than neediness. For example, confidently admitting I was actually a bit nervous to talk to you after a good conversation has already been established as powerfully attractive. It combines honest vulnerability with the evident strength it took to approach despite those nerves. Similarly, sharing a challenging experience from your past and how it shaped you demonstrates both emotional depth and resilience. A fascinating study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that strategic vulnerability creates significantly more attraction than consistent displays of competence. Why? Because it creates authenticity and signals emotional intelligence, 2 qualities women consistently rank as highly attractive in long-term partners. The most common mistake men make is timing their vulnerability poorly. Sharing too much too soon feels overwhelming. Sharing nothing meaningful creates emotional distance. The sweet spot is vulnerability that emerges organically after some rapport has been established. When timed correctly, it transforms mere interest into deep attraction. Secret number 4, master nonverbal authority. Did you know that researchers have found that over 55% of attraction is communicated through body language alone? Yet most men focus almost exclusively on what they'll say rather than how they'll carry themselves. This creates a massive opportunity for those who understand the principles of nonverbal authority. Here's what most don't realize: women are evolutionarily attuned to subtle physical cues that signal confidence, competence, and emotional stability. These cues operate beneath conscious awareness but profoundly impact attraction. The good news is that these nonverbal signals can be consciously cultivated. Start with these foundational elements. First, slow down your movements. Rush gestures signal anxiety. Deliberate movement signals confidence. Second, claim your physical space comfortably without apology. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart. Avoid crossed arms, and don't compress yourself to make room for others unless necessary. Third, maintain a relaxed facial expression with occasional genuine smiles rather than constant nervous grinning. The most overlooked aspect of nonverbal authority is vocal tonality. Speaking slightly slower and allowing your voice to drop slightly at the end of sentences signals confidence and competence. One client implemented just this vocal adjustment and reported immediate changes in how women responded to him in professional and social settings. What's remarkable about nonverbal authority is that it creates attraction while simultaneously building your actual confidence through what psychologists call embodied cognition, the principle that physical states influence psychological states. By adopting the posture and movements of confidence, you begin genuinely feeling more confident, creating a positive feedback loop. Secret number 5, develop genuine fascination. This final secret contradicts much conventional dating advice, but it's perhaps the most powerful of all. The prevailing wisdom suggests that to attract women, you should make yourself appear fascinating. The counterintuitive truth is that becoming genuinely fascinated is far more effective than trying to be fascinating. Here's why this works so well. Human beings have an innate psychological need to feel truly seen and understood. When you develop sincere curiosity about a woman's world, her perspectives, experiences, values, and dreams, you fulfill this deep need in a way few others ever will. This creates a powerful emotional imprint that distinguishes you immediately. Most men approach interactions trying to impress, which paradoxically makes them less impressive. They talk about their accomplishments, possessions, or status, creating the unintended impression of insecurity. Genuine fascination operates from an entirely different paradigm. You approach the interaction as an explorer rather than a performer. This doesn't mean bombarding her with questions or feigning interest in topics you find boring. It means developing the capacity to find the genuinely interesting dimensions of her world and exploring those with authentic curiosity. When you do this skillfully, something remarkable happens. She'll likely become more interested in learning about you as well. The neurochemical basis for this is fascinating. When someone feels genuinely understood, their brain releases oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, which creates feelings of connection and trust. No amount of self-promotion can trigger this neurological response, but authentic interest consistently does. One client, David, transformed his dating life by implementing this single principle. After years of trying to impress women with his professional accomplishments and receiving lukewarm responses, he began approaching dates with genuine curiosity. The change in how women perceived him was immediate and dramatic. Subscribe for more useful content.